Hi Booktube, happy Tuesday. It's Gina and I'm gonna do a tag today. It's actually Tuesday and I'm actually doing a tag. This one is a little bit different because it is the decor tag. And so it talks a lot about your home, your style, where you keep your books, and I'm all about that. I love it. So I was tagged by Steve Donoghue. Thank you so much for the tag. And the tag was created by James Holder. And I'll, of course, link them both down below. So I thought what it would be fun to do is while I'm answering some of these questions, I thought it would be fun to show you around my house a little bit. I'm not going to show you everything, but I am going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to show you some of my bookshelves because I haven't really showed you around much, and I'd love for you to see some of my favorite things. So let's go ahead and get started. My design style, I would say, is cottage with a touch of contemporary. So interestingly, in this video, you can actually see one of my favorite things in my home and one of my least favorite things. My favorite thing is this, or one of my favorite things, is this section here of my house, which is a antique dining room table that my spouse and I bought together. And then we also bought these modern chairs. And I love the look of an old antique dining room table with more contemporary chairs. But then also I absolutely love this old lamp that we've got sitting on top of the table. So it's an old antique. It was my mom's. She probably bought it used at a thrift store a million years ago, and now I've got it with a mix and match lamp on it. And I just love the look of this mix and match old and new. The thing in this view that I like the least is this rather fussy large armoire. It's a little more ornate than I tend to like, and it doesn't hold enough, but I do have I have some bar stuff on there. I've got some plates and cups, and it really is a clue as to what my style is like, although I don't love this piece. I also love my kitchen. It's another mix and match of old and new. I love my checkerboard tile floor. My dad installed that for us many, many years ago. And then I think our quirky thing here is on my front door. I've got magnetic pictures. So when you get close to this, you can see it's just all covered with photos, which I really, really love. I've also got just some old black and white pictures. Sorry for the glare there. And then I have a teeny little kitchen, so I've added some shelving here that holds my pantry, and it's kind of in a pale green color. I love this old antique footstool that is next to it. I think that is really, really cute. And of course, we can't talk about design style without including the cats, because the cats, of course, are a very big part of our family. They spend a lot of time here in front of our fireplace. And so our design style is very animal friendly. Prompt number 2 is, which rooms house your personal library? And I actually have, let's see, I have a small house, so I have a living room, a kitchen, 2 bathrooms, a bedroom, and an office. And my main place to store my books is here in our living room. We've got 3 bookshelves here. You'll also get a little behind the scenes look. This is where I sit to record my videos. I've also got a little pile of stuff here that I'm working on. I really want to get one of those library carts to put some of my project books That's on my list. So this bookshelf is really my shelf of favorites. This is where my collections, I've got my Harlequins here, and I've got my Iris Murdochs and my May Sartans and A.S. Byatt's and my Rosamund Pilcher. So I've got a lot of my favorites, I would say, here. And then on this shelf is most of my TBR books. I would say most of these are unread. I pile stuff up on this bottom shelf when I buy it and I don't know yet what to do with it. So it's sort of my what's that called? A staging area. And then up this staircase up to our bedroom. I'm not going to show you that because I don't actually have any books in my bedroom, but I do have a shelf here that's got most of my middle grade, all of my Agatha Christie collection, and some of my toys. I've got my big boy and some stuffed animals and a cute Pan Am bag. And then lastly, this is my office. I share it with my spouse. I work in this room, so I spend a lot of time in this room. He does not work from home, so he's in here at this desk when he wants to video game or research on his computer. But in this room, we've got all of my cookbooks. So this entire right-hand shelf, these top 3 shelves are cookbooks. We've got record albums there, little guitar collection, and this room is sort of my book purgatory. A lot of the books that I plan not to read or that I can eventually get rid of or are here. I've got some of my more modern newer releases that I probably will end up getting rid of once I replace them with something else. And then I've got fun though. This is my favorite shelf. This is my keeper shelf. This is my modern library collection and some of my small books that fit perfectly on this little shelf. I love that shelf. And then, yeah, this is just random. That empty spot there is where my Christmas books normally are. And I've pulled them out because I'm working on reading them right now. And then over here, big, ugly closet doors. I've got this bookshelf of some paperbacks. I've got all my Star Trek books on this shelf. I've got some currently reading books that this is where I work. So when I'm sitting here and I take a break, I can grab a currently reading book off of this shelf. And then, of course, I got my Bob's Big Boy picture, which I love right there. Okay, we're back in my normal spot here for the rest of the prompts. Prompt 3 is, how often do you rearrange or redecorate your spaces? And I don't redecorate at all, really, ever. The space it's small, and there's just not a lot of other configurations that would work. I have in the past flipped the couch and the chair so that they're facing the other way, but that's pretty much all I ever change. I do occasionally buy new throw pillows, and we redid the kitchen. Those cabinets were redone probably 7 years ago now, and they will stay forever. I'm of the mind of keep it until it doesn't function anymore. The furniture we have was my spouse's before I met him, and I met him in 97. And he bought the house in 89, and I think he had this furniture when he moved in. We have had it reupholstered since then, but it's the same old furniture, so it's got some new throw pillows on it. Every once in a while I do like some new throw pillows. I buy dishes, I buy, some decorative items, but big things rarely ever get changed. Prompt number 4 is, have you ever had your home professionally remodeled or designed? Not interested in that at all. I don't think we need it. I'm a mishmash kind of person. I like things to naturally build up, and so my house ends up just being a bunch of things that I love. Prompt number 5, do you watch or read media devoted to architecture, interior design, and decorating? And I do. I really love cleaning videos. Even though I'm a fairly tidy person, it inspires me to watch people clean, watch people organize. I love organizing videos. Not so much architecture, I would say, but I love decorating. There's a person, her name's Caroline. I don't know that her website or her channel is just Caroline. She's a big channel. She's young and very energetic, and she does DIYs and redecorates. And I love her channel. I love channels like that. Prompt number 6. Oh, and I did forget to say, I have a whole, you can't really see it down here, but I love decorating books. Let's see, here's one of my favorites. This is Living Large in Small Spaces. Well, look at that floor. That looks familiar. My floor was done before I bought this book, but it's very similar. But I love getting inspiration from decorating books. So I do read a lot of decorating books also. I forgot to say that. Okay, prompt number 6 is you have an unlimited budget to build your dream home. What style would your home be? What would you do with your library? Are there anything specific you would do with rooms or spaces? And are there any specific pieces you would use in those spaces? So I kind of live in my dream house, to be honest. I love everything about it. I wish I had one more bedroom, but we did, when we built the garage, we put a little guest apartment in. So I do have a spot for guests, which I love. It gives me a little extra space, because that's really the only thing we don't have in this house is a space for guests. And honestly, it would probably be nice if we had a separate, like if my spouse could have his own office and I could have mine. Since I do spend a lot of time there, that gets a little bit crowded. I would also love to have a designated library. I would love to have a room that is just wall-to-wall books. I would still have books in the rest of the house, but I do think it would be wonderful to have a room that is just wall-to-wall books. I would love to have that. But otherwise, really, I love my house. It's very cute. It's beautiful on the outside. It's in the area that I love. I wouldn't mind having a beach house, but I love trees. I love woods, and that's where I live. All right, so that is the decor tag. It's kind of fun to talk about where we keep our books. I would love to see other people doing this tag too. I am going to tag a few people. Of course, you don't have to do it, and you certainly don't have to show your place like I did, but I just thought it was a fun opportunity to give you a little tour. I'm going to tag Amy of Hearthridge, David Wiley, and Elle. Thanks. Bye.